You ever get that feeling that there's just more to reality than what we can see? That behind this physical world, there are other levels, other dimensions just waiting to be explored? Well, the ancient mystics, they were sure of it. And they didn't just feel it, they mapped it. They called these hidden realms palaces. Today, we're going to journey to the most secret, the most profound of them all, the seventh palace, the Hiklashvia. Now, this isn't just some other spot on the cosmic map. It's the very engine of spiritual ascent. And to really get it, we have to go way back. Back to a time before our universe was even a thing, to a state of pure, raw, chaotic potential.
This quote from a super deep text called the Sifra Ditz Nuta. This is our keyhole. It's talking about a reality that existed before ours. Try to imagine these raw, untamed forces of creation. Just pure power, so absolute that they couldn't even exist in the same space. The mystics gave them a name, the primordial kings.
Yeah, think of it like this, a system running with infinite power but zero regulation. It's like you have all these processors, these kings, and every single one is demanding 100% of the system's resources, all at the same time. Without a central protocol to balance them out, what the text here calls a matkala, or a balance, the whole thing just overloaded. The system crashed, and the kings died. That whole failed creation is known as tuhu, or chaos. So to build our reality, a whole new, stable system had to be designed. And that corrected world, called Tikkun, its secret lies in the very gateway we're about to explore.
All right, so here's our roadmap for this whole exploration. First, we're going to decrypt the basic blueprint of creation that's hidden in just a single word. Then, we'll actually map out the 6 known palaces, the levels of reality. From there, we'll take a leap into the mysterious 7th palace itself. And this is where it gets really cool. We're going to translate this ancient idea into modern terms, looking at it like a kind of ascension engine. We'll break down the mechanics of how it pulls everything together, and finally, we'll bring this huge cosmic architecture right back home and show you what it means for your own personal journey.
So to avoid that massive cosmic crash of Tohu, this new corrected universe had to be built on a very specific plan. A blueprint. And the mystics teach that this blueprint was encoded right into the very first word of the Torah, Bereshit. This word isn't just the beginning of a story, it's like the master command line for the entire operating system of reality.
Okay, now check this out. We all learned Bereshit means in the beginning. Simple enough. But the mystics, they saw something way deeper. Look at how they split the word Bereshit. Bera in Aramaic means he created, and shit simply means 6.
Exactly. So the very first instruction for our universe isn't about when something happened, it's about what was built. The foundational command is literally, create a 6-part structure. This becomes the core architecture for everything that is manifest. I mean, everything we can see, measure, and interact with.
And this number 6 is literally hardwired into our reality. It's not just some random number. You've got the 6 directions of physical space, right? Up, down, forward, back, left, and right. You've got the 6 days of creation in the Genesis story. And in the mystical framework, you have the 6 primary emotional energies, or sephirot, that shape all of our experience. Think of them as the operating principles. Chesed, which is expansive energy like love. Gevurah, which is restrictive energy like discipline. Then you have Tiferet, which is all about balance and harmony, plus 3 more that drive everything into action. These 6 principles, they're the pillars of the world we know.
And this foundational code of 6 isn't just an abstract idea. It actually manifests as the architecture of the spiritual worlds. The Zohar describes these as a series of ascending levels of consciousness, and it calls them hechalot, which literally means palaces. These are the rungs on the great ladder of reality that our souls are meant to climb.
And the Zohar gives us a pretty clear map. The journey starts in the Palace of Love, a realm of pure, expansive giving. From there, you ascend to the Palace of Awe, which is a place of discipline, of reverence for the sheer power of it all. The third palace, mercy, is that state of perfect balance and harmony between love and awe. The journey keeps going through the palaces of prophecy and praise, which are all about endurance and the channels for divine inspiration. And finally, you reach the 6th and final manifest palace, the Palace of Foundation. This place is the nexus point. It gathers all the energies from the 5 realms above it and channels them right down into our physical world. This is the complete, stable, 6-level structure of all revealed worlds.
Okay, so we've got this stable 6-part structure. The system works, it's not crashing like the world of Tohu did, but is it complete?
I mean, an engine with 6 pistons is great, but it's still just a collection of parts, right? What integrates them? What's the central computer that synchronizes all of them and connects the whole machine to its power source? If the foundation is 6, what's the 7th element that makes it all a single, unified, functioning whole?
And that question brings us right to the edge of a huge mystery. Because beyond these 6 structured, almost understandable palaces, the Zohar talks about a 7th. And this one is completely different. It's so sublime, so primary, that it exists beyond any form or definition. It's hidden, it's concealed, it's a secret known as the Hikla Shvia, the 7th palace.
The Zohar is really clear about this. It calls this palace a secret, a place of deep concealment. It says there is no discernible form and no body at all. I mean, that's a radical idea. The first 6 palaces have a structure, they have a function, you can describe them.
Right, they're like the organs in a body. You've got the heart, the lungs, the brain. Each one has a specific job. But this 7th realm, it's like the consciousness that animates the whole body. It doesn't have a shape of its own, but it's the source of life and integrated purpose for the entire system. It's the operating system, not the hardware.
And when the Zohar even tries to describe this formless place, the imagery it uses is just breathtaking. It's not a chamber. It's not a room. It's a vast, luminous, almost infinite expanse of pure light. And right at its center, there's only one thing you can see, a single towering pillar. And this isn't made of stone or marble. It's a column of living, intelligent light, shimmering and shifting with every color you can imagine. You see the pure white of love, the deep red of discipline, the vibrant green of harmony, the sapphire and gold of royalty and foundation. It's like all the separate energies from the 6 lower palaces are gathered up and integrated right here into one unified, harmonious spectrum.
And this pillar isn't just standing there. It's alive. The Zohar says that souls move within it, rising and falling like sparks in a fire. And this is the crucial detail. This is not a final destination. It's not a heavenly throne room. It's a place of transit. It's a dynamic, living bridge. A soul enters this pillar to be lifted up to even higher, more unified states of being, or to descend back into the lower worlds, but this time carrying that integrated light back with it. The movement is constant, and it's dictated only by the soul's own level of refinement and its purpose.
Wow, MG, that's an incredible vision. And, as an engineer, my mind is just immediately trying to reverse engineer it. To really get what this is, we've got to translate that beautiful poetry into a functional schematic. What is this living bridge actually doing? So let's look at the 7th palace as a piece of cosmic technology, the soul's ascension engine.
Okay, this brings us to the core secret of the 7th palace. It is not a place you get to, it's a system you pass through. Think of the lower 6 palaces like different countries you can visit and even live in. The 7th palace, it's not another country. It's the international airport. It's a dynamic gateway, a transit system. Its whole function is to be an interdimensional transfer protocol. It takes a consciousness that's fully developed in the lower 6 levels, and, through a real-time synchronization process, it preps it for elevation. It's not a place of being, it's a process of becoming. It's the engine of ascent itself.
So let's break this down with 2 quick analogies. For the adults here, let's use the language of cosmic engineering. The 7th palace is the vertical integration layer in the full stack of reality. Its protocol synchronizes the lower domains, those 6 palaces, with the formless upper domains. It's a dynamic routing system. So when a soul is ready, it enters this layer, and based on its spiritual fitness, you could call it its permission levels, it gets routed upward. It makes sure there's perfect data integrity as that consciousness gets transferred to a higher order reality. Now for the kids, or, the kid in all of us, think of it like a video game. You've battled through the 6 big levels, the Forest of Love, the Volcano of Discipline, the Balancing Kingdom of Harmony, and all the rest. You beat the bosses, you got all the keys and skills. The 7th palace is that final portal tower that appears. It's not another level with monsters, it's the glowing, shimmering pillar you step into once you've proven you're ready. And based on your achievements and your character level, it teleports you to World 2, the next higher dimension of the game with totally new physics and new rules.
Okay, so now that we get its function as a gateway, let's zoom in on the mechanics of how it works. How does this 7th formless level actually unify the 6 structured levels that are below it? Well, the secret, just like we saw in the vision, is that central multicolored pillar. In Kabbalah, this pillar has a name. It's known as the Amud Ha'emtai, which means the central pillar or the middle column. It really is the spiritual spine of all creation.
And functionally, it's the path of perfect balance. It runs straight down the middle, and it mediates between the expansive right side energies, like love, and the restrictive left side energies, like discipline. See, to ascend without crashing, you have to find that central path. And in the seventh palace, this abstract idea becomes the literal mechanism. To go up, you have to enter the pillar. You have to align yourself with the axis of balance.
And this brings us full circle, right back to the beginning. Remember the code? Bereshit. He created 6. Well, the 6 manifest palaces, that's the shit. That's the content of creation. They're like the 6 sides of the box. But the 7th palace, it's the unifying space inside the box. It's the Bereshit itself, the single principle that contains and gives meaning to all 6. It's the ultimate 6+1 dynamic. One unifying context holding 6 distinct contents.
And this ascent is a complete and total transformation. This beautiful line here reveals that when the soul ascends through this central pillar, it doesn't leave anything behind. All the Sephirot grasp onto her and ascend with her. What that means is, your capacity for love, your discipline, your harmony, your endurance, every single spiritual tool and attribute you perfected in the 6 lower palaces gets integrated and comes with you. It's a holistic elevation. The gateway unifies you with yourself before it unifies you with the worlds above.
Okay, so we've built this massive cosmic schematic. We have the 6 palaces, the hidden 7th, the central pillar. Now let's get to the most important part. What's the user manual? How does this incredible architecture apply not just to the cosmos, but to us, right here, right now?
The mystics make it very clear that this is our journey. Another ancient text, the Midrash Hanelam, actually describes the soul's path after this life. And guess what? It follows the exact same pattern. It all begins at a gate guarded by Adam, the first man, kind of a test of our basic humanity. If you're worthy, the soul passes to a second gate guarded by angels with a flaming sword, a test of purity. And from there, a pillar of light leads upward to a third gate in a heavenly realm where the soul is presented like a perfected offering. You see the pattern, right? It's a series of gates, challenges, and structured levels, all leading to one final vertical ascent.
And this is the ultimate takeaway. This whole cosmic map isn't just about the afterlife. It is a map of your own inner world. That central pillar, that's the quest for balance in your own consciousness. The 6 palaces are the states of awareness and character you have to build and master in your own life, mastering love, discipline, harmony. The ascent isn't some travel plan for later. It's the real-time, moment-to-moment work of refining your soul, balancing your character, and aligning your actions with a central, higher purpose.
So we're left with this thought to really carry with us. We've just explored this incredible hidden system, a gateway that's designed to make sure that creation isn't just a collection of separate parts, but a unified whole, constantly connected to its source. The question for each of us then is, what would it look like to actually live that reality? What does it mean to consciously align our choices, our relationships, and our own inner world with that same central unifying pillar, and to become, in our own lives, a living bridge between heaven and earth?
Thank you for joining us for this complete journey through the Pardes. We really hope these ancient truths help you and your family improve your own dimensions this week.
And if you enjoyed this full chapter deep dive, please like, subscribe, and share which part of the journey touched your soul in the comments.
We'll see you in the next chapter.